Hello, welcome to the God's Honest Truth. Today we should be finishing chapter 4. Last time we did talk about Cain and Abel and how Cain murdered his brother Abel out of jealousy, and now he's being punished for it. Now, last time I said he was cursed to walk the world forever, but after reading the Bible a little bit more, I discovered that's not necessarily true. So I do apologize for that, because I could have sworn that was the case. But that's why we read the Bible, because you start to misremember things. You start to take for granted for God's word. So it really is important to reread the Bible whenever you can. That being said, let's just jump into it and finish chapter 4, okay? So we'll start with the King James Version. 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whoever slayeth Cain, vengeful shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord said on Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So here we're like, oh, Lord, you're not being fair. Like, come on, dude, really, you killed your brother. But God is like, oh, no, don't worry. No one's going to kill you, because if anyone does, I will pay him back sevenfold. And so he put some mark on Cain to signify, hey, don't kill him or else. Alright, 16. And Cain went out to the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. Okay, now this is the part I was talking about when I said I was rereading the Bible. I didn't even know he had a wife, to be honest, let alone a son. Like I said, I could have sworn he was cursed to walk the earth forever. But as you can see here, not necessarily the case. Moving on. And unto Enos was born Irad, and Irad begat Muhuzah, and Muhuzah begat Methuselah, and Methuselah begat Lamech. And Lamech took unto him two wives. The name of one was Ada, and the name of the other Zillah. And Ada bore Jabal, and his father was as dwell in tents, and as such have cattle. And his brother's name was Jabal, and his father was full of his handle of harp and organ. So, as we can see here, we kind of getting like a very quick rundown of generations of people multiplying, expanding, and I apologize in advance for butchering these names, but I'm trying my best. Okay. Anyways, we're moving on. Angela, she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor from every artificer in brass and iron, and the sister of Tubal-Cain was not Naamah. And there said unto the wives Adam and Jah, Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hear unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my women, and a young man to my herd. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold truly, Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife again. She bare a son, called his name Seth. For God said, She have appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. Okay. Again, I know that was a lot, but the point here is we're getting to see the beginning of humanity. You know, we're seeing, people begin to multiply and some of them started to worship God's name. And now, excuse me, sorry, we'll do the New Living Translation version really quickly. Okay? Okay. 14. You have banished me from my land and from your presence. You have made me a wandering fugitive. All who see me will try to kill me. The Lord replied that he will not kill you, for I will give 7 times your punishment to anyone who does. Then the Lord put a mark on Cain to warn anyone who might try to kill him. So Cain left the Lord's presence and settled the land of Nod, east of Eden. Then Cain's wife became pregnant and gave birth to a son. He named him Enos. When Cain founded a city, he named it Enos after his son. Enos was the father of Arid, Arid was the father of Micah, yada yada yada. You get the idea. It's saying the same thing as the other one, just in slightly simpler terms. Lamech married 2 women, Ada and Zillah. Adam gave birth to a baby named Jabal. He became the first of the herdsmen who lived in tents. His brother's name was Jabal, the first musician, the inventor of the harp and flute. Okay, I actually do like that. It explains a little bit better who his brother was. He was a magician, and he invented the harp and flute. To Lamech's other wife, Shelah was born Tubal Cain. Oh, actually, separate it, tell you how to pronounce it. That's nice. Tubal Cain. He was the first to work with metal, forging instrument of bronze and iron. Tubal Cain had a sister named Naamah. One day, Leah said to Abel and Zillah, Listen to me, my wives. I have killed a youth who attacked and murdered me. If anyone who kills Cain is to be punished 7 times, anyone who takes revenge against me will be punished 70 times. 7 times. Ah. Okay, interesting. So here it explains a little bit better about what happened to him. He was attacked by Cain. So and he killed him in defense. At least I believe that's what it's trying to say. And then he says that if anyone who would kill Cain is to be punished 7 times, then anyone who would try to make against me would be punished 77 times, which is a very bold claim if you ask me. And finishing up, Adam slept with his wife again, and she gave birth to another son. He named himself, for she said, God had granted me another son in place of Abel, the one Cain killed. When Seth grew up, he had a son, and named him Enos. It was during his lifetime that people first began to worship the Lord. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 4. I know that was a bit of a doozy near the end. There was a lot in to keep up with, but basically we can see that humanity is starting to grow, and Cain, it looks like he met his end after attacking someone. And now we will be moving on to the next chapter, which is, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what that one's all about, shall we? In the meantime, I'm Sean Milk, and this has been the God's Honest Truth. Have a good day, everybody. Take care.